Well, hello. I'm Andrew Jackson, marketing coordinator for Sinnissippi Centers, and today we're talking with Patrick Phelan, who's Sinnissippi Centers president and CEO. Hello.
Good afternoon, Andy.
Yeah, we're using technology to talk, much like we've been doing to provide services, and that's a little bit what we're going to get into today and what we're going to talk about.
Absolutely. Glad to be talking about this. And I know that people have a lot of anxiety and, there's just a lot going on right now. And so I think it's good to update everybody on how we're operating.
Right. So we're still operating during the coronavirus situation and during the stay at home order. And we're using technology to do that, much like we're talking now. We're using phone and we're using video technology. Just briefly tell us how we have changed how we're providing services and how we're doing that.
It's amazing the dramatic change we've undergone in just a couple of short weeks. We truly have gone from providing the vast majority of our services, virtually all of our services, in person to going to a virtual platform for the vast majority, really 99% of the services that we provide. So really all of our all of our individual and group services, most of our psychiatric services are all being provided by video conference or phone so that we can get right to the individuals at their home, avoid the contact that we don't need, and really just enhance the social distancing that we're hearing is so critical to overcoming this crisis.
So we're doing all of that to protect our clients, to protect our employees, and to help protect our communities and do our part to help prevent the spread.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But we are seeing a limited number of people in person. Now, obviously, there are a couple of things that we can't avoid seeing someone in person. You want to address that?
Right. We do have a couple of in-person appointments. Some of our clients utilize long-lasting injectable medications where they actually come in once a month for an injection. So, of course, we're seeing those folks to get them the injections they need so that they can stay healthy. We have maybe a few appointments each week where one of our physicians or one of our clinicians really wants to see a person in person because of struggles that they're having right now, or maybe side effects from medications. So they really want to be able to get that good look. But outside of that, the virtual technology really has worked well. And we're finding that, not only are people responding well to it, but that we can be pretty responsive to the needs of the moment as opposed to, just our regularly scheduled days like we normally have. So it's going well, all things considered.
Right. And okay, so not only are we just providing those day-to-day services, but we continue to provide crisis services. And I imagine while
We
those
do.
are very much the same in a way, they also have changed, obviously. So maybe you can address that a little bit as well. And
Yeah.
we'll put a 800 number up here for you.
Crisis certainly is a special case, and ideally, seeing somebody face to face during a crisis to be able to provide that comfort uh, is critical. But during these times, not only do we not want to have that decrease in social distancing risk infecting anybody who we're working with, but the hospitals and our partners, as busy as they are, working with individuals who are dealing with the coronavirus, who might have suspected cases of the coronavirus, they'd really like to keep us out of their emergency rooms at this point.
Sure.
So we're doing a lot of that virtually, and again, it has worked well. One of the great things about the virtual crisis response is, at times it might take us some time, might take us an hour, hour and a half to drive out to a site where a crisis is. Uh, right now, if you've got somebody sitting at home in front of their webcam, you can respond within minutes.
Right. Sure. And that's interesting. I wonder if this whole situation doesn't lead to more of an acceptance of this kind of technology. And I wonder if we retain some of these services, at least on a limited basis, in some way after this situation has passed.
I believe that we will, and I don't know what pieces we'll retain. Again, there are times when there's no substitute for an in-person interaction, but at other times when we can be more responsive to the needs very quickly, the virtual platforms may be ideal. And so I do think we have some takeaways from this, some silver linings, if you will, from this crisis that may inform our practice going forward.
Sure. And then, what else would you like people watching to know about how we're providing services, or how this is working, and or how long this lasts? Whatever, just some final thoughts.
Um, One of the things I wish that I knew was how long is this going to last? And I get that question many times every day. And I'm really getting my information from the CDC, from the health departments, from the sources that everybody else is getting through the news. And so we hope that it's over sooner than later,
Hmm.
but we're prepared for this to last a couple more months and really want to see things through so that we can flatten that curve as everybody's talking about. So this may take some time. But as we've really become accustomed to providing these video and telephone services over the last few weeks, we've perfected some of that. We perfected our technology. We're using new platforms. And so I think we're prepared to ride out the crisis in the way that we're operating right now. I want everybody to know that we are still open for business. And in fact, we're still
Mhm.
taking new intakes for individuals who, either because of the current crisis or because of other variables in their life, are just seeking services for the first time. We're able to do that initial intake appointment virtually as well. And so you may have a few things to sign the first time we see you in person, but we can really get things rolling by video or a phone if need be.
Well, thank you so much for joining us and telling us all about this. And I think what we'd like to do is keep people up to date from time to time as we have a major update through this video technology, as well as using our website and all of our social media on Facebook with the Sinnissippi Foundation, with Twitter, Sinnissippi Centers, and the Sinnissippi Centers YouTube channel. And we'll try to keep people up to date in this way.
All right, Andy, stay healthy and safe. And for all of those of you viewing, I wish you the same and your families. And thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for joining us.